what we did recently, Bali, as you know, both Infosys and HFS partnered together to reach out to over 500 enterprises. And we saw this stark AI divide. Only 12% of those enterprises are actually doing something meaningful, purposeful, where they've got AI into production. 88% are struggling with it. Yeah. And what we also found, Bali, was those 12% have a direct correlation to much better outcomes and growth trajectory than the others. How do we bridge this gap? What are you seeing in your practical experience?
There are some best practices. For example, when you think about technology, build it in such a way that it is not focused on one single technology. So we call it poly AI. Abstract out the models from your applications, and so that you are able to replace with the latest and greatest model, as an example. I think that actually really helps. And when you're talking about responsible AI, you need to be responsible the way that you design it, the way that you develop it, and the way that you test it, right? And right, we have seen organizations, and within Infosys itself, we set up a responsible AI office, all right, and that actually helps. And then we define what they are, and then how you go about incorporating it in all the life cycle stages, and you test it, right? And that actually really helps. And then even the organization construct. We have seen that there is value in creating a central organization that are specialists that can actually drive that. But then you need the entire organization also to be trained, and so you make sure that, right, all of them participate and they are able to come up with the use cases, and that kind of construct really helps. And perhaps the most important is to be able to create a framework to figure out where you can get the best value, right? We have seen often, especially when organizations do POCs, that it is based on just somebody has some data and they want to be able to try something out and they create a POC. But when you're thinking about doing it across the entire enterprise, you need a framework to be able to say which parts of your business will you get the best benefits and which use cases you have to prioritize and go about it in a systematic manner. So these are some of the best practices, but certainly, as you said, I think there are very few organizations that have created a lot of maturity, but I think it's opportunity for the entire organizations to adopt these best practices and drive higher value.
Oh, that's fantastic, Bali. I completely agree that AI adoption is going through a death by 1,000 POCs right now, and it's not just about technology readiness. It's about addressing data debt, technology debt, process debt, culture debt, skills debt. So fantastic. Thanks a lot, Bali.
Thank you.